Hello and welcome to Red Sports. This is Mohor Chaudhary and welcome to another pre-match live show. And joining me for this show is Snehashish Mukherjee, Bharat Ramraj and Debashish Sen as well. Well, the race to the playoffs has been intensifying with teams even at the bottom of the table winning games and trying to slowly and steadily climb up that ladder. It's Gujarat Titans versus Rajasthan Royals tonight at the Savai Mansingh Stadium in Jaipur. And at this moment, both the teams have 12 points each. The only difference is their net run rate. So, whichever team wins today automatically progresses to the top two. The last time these two teams faced each other in this year's IPL, it was Rajasthan Royals who had the last laugh, courtesy of a brilliant last over spell from Tushar Deshpande. Let's see if GT are able to take the revenge tonight or if it's RR once again who have the last laugh. Well, we'll be talking about both the teams and analyzing everything in detail. So, Bharat, my first question would go to you. We'll start talking about Gujarat Titans at first. Well, Gujarat Titans have been able to make a good turnaround from where they started off. Their approach has been good. But how would you assess their power play bowling approach, especially the strategy that they have used by giving Siraj and Rabada both 3 overs each in the power play? How effective has it been for them, and how would you assess that?
Yeah, they have a set template in their home conditions, especially in their home conditions. That is, they will leave grass on the surface. That is what they basically think because they believe that they have a good seam attack. So in every single game they have played in Ahmedabad, that is in Ahmedabad, they have left grass. So that is why I think they're giving Siraj and Rabada 3 overs each because they want to maximize that little bit of sea moment up front, and they have done that well. So it is interesting to see what they will do when playing away from home, somewhere in Jaipur, where the conditions have been really good for batting. Yes, I understand Rajasthan Royals haven't exactly played well at their home ground in the last couple of games, I believe, but still the conditions are very much different here because in Ahmedabad they've kept leaving grass up front. Yes, they've done very well in the power play overs. I understand that, but there is the one caveat that we have to add that in Ahmedabad the ball has nipped around in the first 5 6 overs. Now they are traveling away from home playing in Jaipur. So it's interesting to note how their main seamers or key seamers will go about their business up front in those conditions. So that's the only point I will add to that.
Absolutely. Let's see what they do away from their home. But Snehashish, my next question will be to you about the Rajasthan Royals captain, Riyan Parag. I mean, his form with the bat has been sort of under the radar this season, but he did make a good turnaround in the previous game. He looked good with the bat. He was hitting, following that fearless approach, good timing the ball really well. How would you assess his performance in the previous game, and how important will it be for him to carry that momentum forward in tonight's game?
I think undoubtedly, I think it was a very moral boosting knock for him. As you mentioned, that he didn't, start the tournament in a good manner as a batter. I will say, obviously, as a captain, Ara started brilliantly, winning 4 out of, or maybe 5 games initially. But what went, I think, wrong for I think for Riyan Parag, maybe the batting position. I think as a captain, he tried different batting position, maybe considering the team comes fast with that approach. But I think Riyan Parag, the way he batted in the last game, I think that is what we know that Riyan Parag can do that job. But the consistency has been a problem. I think one good season, and then again we saw that the deep in form. But it's good that he has made a comeback because if you see the pattern was like that whenever they are getting those good start from their openers like Vaibhav and Jaiswal, only then, or maybe some support from someone like Dhruv Jurel at number 3, only then they were able to post a good total or maybe chase down a big total. Otherwise they were struggling. So I think for them to finally see their captain scoring those important runs, I think that's a very good sign, and hopefully he can continue. But again, it will be very much challenging. It is not easy against when you are facing a top quality bowling side like Gujarat Titans have, Siraj, Rabada, and the spinners as well. Even Holder, I think Holder, both with the bat and ball has been phenomenal. So I think it will be not easy, but still, I think he will love to continue that momentum going forward, including this game.
Absolutely. Consistency has been the issue. Debashish, my next question will go to you about Rajasthan Royals itself. I mean, their bowling department has been doing pretty well. They've been taking wickets as well. But this is everyone's question that where is Sandeep Sharma? Why isn't he in the team? Why isn't he playing? Is this a strategy? Is this what is with this Sandeep Sharma exclusion? If you could just explain.
I think I think Rajasthan Royals bowling has been over reliant on Jofra Archer. Means none of the bowlers has been consistent enough. Yes, they have an Andre Barger, but of late he has also not done well, and that has been the reason that they find themselves in, because they started the season on a brilliant note, winning 4 out of 4, but then suddenly, and the others say someone like a Brajesh Sharma or an Andre Barger means they haven't fired, and that is why it is putting immense pressure on Jofra Archer. So I think. The key will be to give the support that Jofra Archer need. If he finds that support, and then I think Rajasthan Royals can very well put up a good fight, and they they have that firepower. And so yes, you talked about the Sandeep Sharma, but I see it's about what's the team management feel confident about. It is not about X and Y player, but it's about what the captain and the team management feel confident about. If they feel that they are confident about the play, the bowling unit that they have now, so be it. So yes, it's unfortunate that Sandeep Sharma has been missing out because he has been very consistent and in IPL, in IPL history rather. So the onus will again be on Jofra Archer, means whether he can give those breakthroughs in the power play, which has been the case with Archer, and he's bowling at good pace as well. So let's see.
Absolutely. Bharat, I'll go to you next. Snehashish mentioned that Rajasthan Royals are a bit too dependent on their top order or on their openers, you can say. And it's the same pattern with the Gujarat Titans as well. So would you say that both the teams, I mean, their sort of their middle order is sort of inconsistent? And if you had to compare their middle orders, who would you think would have the upper hand tonight?
That's a bit difficult to say. Yeah, coming back to the main question, yes, both teams have had their problems with the middle order, but still, Gujarat Titans have a set template when they play in home conditions. That is what is basically helping them. I just go back to their home conditions here because it is quite simple. They want to win the toss, put the opposition in Ahmedabad, and then reduce them to something like 50 for 4 and hope that the opposition will not score more than 160, 170 runs. And then the top three can score 100 out of 160. Then the rest can somehow help them to scrape through. That's what they're basically doing in home conditions. But they will be tested somewhere in Jaipur. And the same can be said about Rajasthan Royals as well, to some extent. But in that sense, they would be happy that Rian Parag scored some runs in the one of the previous games because they really needed their captain to fire. Him doing well will, I think, help them to glue that middle order. I think that's what they were basically missing. But someone like Shimron Hetmeyer is again not done really well for someone for Rajasthan Royals. That is not helping their cause either. So yes, both teams I think have problems. Maybe, just maybe, it feels as if Rajasthan Royals have a very slight edge. I'm just giving it because of Parag scoring some runs. Although Gujarat Titans may hit back at me by saying that our Jason Holder is doing well somewhere at 6 or 7, so we can balance it out. But I would still give a small edge to Rajasthan Royals because I feel if Parag does well, continues to do well, then he can glue that middle order.
Absolutely. Snehashish, my question to you will be about he mentioned Bharat mentioned Jason Holder, so I have to bring him up. We were constantly talking about his inclusion in the team, and he has proven his place right from the start. Consecutive player of the match performances, chipping in with the ball, being excellent on the field. How would you assess his performance so far? And would you say that it's time for him to start chipping in with the bat as well?
I think he has been fantastic, inclusion in the middle order. I think yesterday ahead of this match, during the press conference, GT's assistant coach Parthiv Patel also mentioned that how good he has been in the middle order, especially, and the way he has chipped in with the bat. I think one or two knocks he has managed to score those important runs down the order. Also, that has helped also GT. to finish the innings in a good manner, and especially with the ball. I think against RCB and every, I think in another game also, I think the way he managed to take those wickets, especially in the middle overs, I think that helped GT to put the pressure continuously on the opposition. So I think excellent. Even I can just say that when GT paid that amount for Jason Holder at the auction, I was quite a surprise, because with Holder we all know how inconsistent he has been, because he has been in this international cricket for a long time now, and he has been playing this tournament and other franchise tournament also for a long time now, but he has not been that much consistent. So that has been a problem for him, not for any franchise in franchise cricket, or maybe for his country also, West Indies. But the way he has managed to show his impact so far in this IPL, I think it has been phenomenal. Even I think he has proved me wrong. I am happy. I am happy that I have been proved wrong. But yes, I think excellent for GT that he has come out, because obviously stats are showing, and I think everyone will agree that before Holder coming in, their middle order struggling very badly. Shahrukh Khan, Rahul Tewatia, and even whenever they got someone like Glenn Phillips, I think with
Glenn
the bat he
Phillips.
didn't come up with that much also. So I think overall, in terms of all round contribution, I think Jason Holder has been a crucial player, and I think he continues to be in this game also.
Just adding
Absolutely. His
one line,
form.
just adding
Yeah,
one
yeah,
line,
sure.
just a small line.
Sure.
I missed out on Donovan Ferreira as well for Rajasthan Royals. In
Yeah, yeah,
fact,
yeah.
he has,
In fact,
see,
I will be asking a question on him for
he
sure.
tells you,
So we
he
can
tells
come
you
back to him.
I'm getting older, forgetting a few things.
It's fine. He's been brilliant too. But yes, Jason Holder's form does augur well for Gujarat Titans. Debashish, my next question to you will be about someone whom we have sort of talked about a lot when it comes to his T20 game, and that is Washington Sundar. He has been a bit inconsistent in number four, but in the previous match, like we saw, he was able to finish the game for his team. He played well. How would you assess his form, and are we expecting a big knock from him tonight? Can we?
Very well might be, because Washington Sundar means obviously, but I don't think IPL performance will impact anything about his chances in playing for India. But having said that, obviously Gujarat Titans, suddenly this transformation has been because of the form of Mohammad Siraj and Kageshwar Rabada at the start, and then Rashid Khan and Washington Sundar doing well. I think as they did not start well, but suddenly after a few matches they are looking like a team, and I won't be surprised if they can make it to the top two. Means obviously for that to happen they need to win the game tonight, and I think because they have the momentum, which is not the case with Rajasthan Royals, because Rajasthan Royals last played on the first of this month, and so there is a lot of gap. And then after this match, they next play on 16th of May. So I think it doesn't help. Means when suddenly if there's a break, if there's a means obviously you can argue with the fact that KKR has also got a substantial break, but um, they they made up they made the right thing. But now obviously it's all about momentum in a T20 game. So that is where my biggest concern is, whether Rajasthan Royals can keep, because we have seen in the past as well. They started the season well, and then they suddenly they sort of means could not carry on the momentum. And this is the same scenario this time round as well, with this long gap in the scheduling. I think that has been the biggest concern, because that means a 7 or 8 days gap in an IPL match is long. Obviously, if there's a bit of Indian concern, that might augur well, means it will be a big blessing in disguise. But at the same time, if you are playing after a long gap, it doesn't help keep carry on the momentum. So let's see. Means obviously again, what you spoke about Gujarat Titans, Washington Sundar, I think, and the Gujarat Titans have the momentum. If you ask me, because the last 3 wins out of three, suddenly they have it in them, and they are playing like a unit, and that is the biggest positive.
Absolutely. Bharat, you were talking about Donovan Ferreira, and I had a question ready about him. Obviously, he has been very good lower the order. He has contributed with those runs, and I think he has the second highest number of sixes. I mean, as a lower order batter, just after Tim David this season. So, how would you assess his performance so far, and how essential has his role been for Rajasthan Royals?
Yeah, very much a crucial role, because, as we know, Rajasthan Royals themselves were struggling when it comes to their middle order. So he has come in and scored all these runs. I guess one of those knocks was against SRH, 30 yards. Then against PBKs, it seemed as if PBKs were in the ascendancy. Then he got that 50. And against that was a game against Delhi Capitals as well, I
Delhi.
guess. Yeah, and he scored that 40 yards. So in almost every single game, he has done well in the last 3 or 4 matches. And he's not just a good player of pace; he looks like a pretty decent player of spin as well. When you consider T20 cricket, I'm not saying he would go on to do that in some other formats, but at least in T20 cricket, he looks like a very decent player of spin as well. And then we can do other things as well. You can do a bit of wicket keeping if you want to, uh, and perhaps he's someone who can bowl a little bit of off spin as well. So he's a quintessential modern day cricketer in that sense. If needed, he can do a few other things as well. So yes, very much goodbye by Rajasthan Royals, and is repaying the faith that has been shown on him. Because when it comes to playing in Indian conditions, it's not just about playing pace well; it's also about playing spin quite well, and that is where I think he is the challenge because he looks like a fine player of spin too.
Of course, absolutely. Snehashish, my next question will be to you about, of course, Vaibhav Suryavanshi. We have to bring him up. He announced his arrival in IPL in style against this very team at this very ground with the 35 ball 100 in the previous season. What can we expect? Can we expect a big knock from him tonight? And how will he take on the likes of Mohammad Siraj and Rabada in the power play? What are your thoughts?
I think he doesn't think who is the bowler in front of him. He just
Yeah,
go out there, I think throws his bat and plays always merit of the ball. I think that has been his approach, and that will be. I think that is how he bats and he enjoys the game, and it should be. And for a 15-year-old kid, what you expect? I think he should go out there and enjoy the game. This is the age for enjoyment. Serious thing can happen later stage, but jokes apart. But I think for Boibav, I think again, I think he would love to go and score some quick runs for the team and again, as we are discussing, that this has been the pattern for Rajasthan Royals: a quick start from the openers, and then few contribution from the number three or maybe from the middle order. Now that Rian Parag has made a comeback with the bat, and obviously Donovan Feda has been phenomenal with the bat, with the opportunities that he has managed so far. So I think that should be the template for Rajasthan Royals. But obviously for Vaibhav, the approach should be the simple: just go out there, play your shots, and try to score as much as you possible. Maximize the power play. That's the main thing that he needs to do, and definitely he will do that if he gets that start. For Gujarat, I think the chance will be in the first 2 or 3 overs. If they manage to take him out in that early stage, then it is fine. Otherwise, they are going to pay for it.
absolutely. You're right. You're spot on. Debashish, my question to you will be about Dhruv Jurel's impact. How important have his contributions been? Those little runs that he keeps scoring every now and then, and also his role behind the stumps. How brilliant has he been behind the stumps? If you could tell us about Dhruv Jurel this year.
One thing about Dhruv Jurel is inconsistency. Means if you look at that, he scored 350s in this season so far, but has also have 4 single-digit scores. And obviously
Correct.
the biggest the point is he has not been consistent enough. And when you talk about wicket keepers in that Indian team, obviously we have the likes of Sanju Samson, Ishan Kishan, who are doing really really well. And so for you to be constantly in that reckoning, I think you
Hmm.
need to put that inconsistency behind. And that is one area which I think he should need to work upon. There is no dot of talent or potentiality because he has showed it for the Rajasthan Royals, and but his biggest challenge will be to bring in that consistency in his game, and that to me, if he can bring in that confidence, then half the problem for Rajasthan Royals will be sorted, given their top order, and if Dhruv Jurel can fire in the middle order, means yeah, we have seen that Simran Hetmeyer has not delivered in most of the matches. He has been very very inconsistent. Donovan Ferreira, yes, he has been a stellar, but if Dhruv Jurel also can come good, then suddenly that Rajasthan Royals batting will be looking a lot more potential. So I think yes, the big onus and big responsibility, I would say, will be on Dhruv Jurel.
Absolutely. He has been contributing every now and then, but he has to be a lot more consistent. Bharat, what are your thoughts on Rian Parag and his bowling changes? I mean, we've seen in this ongoing tournament that he has not been utilizing his spinners properly at certain point in times, or death over bowling has not been up to the mark. So, what are your thoughts on his captaincy decisions and bowling changes?
Yeah, it does make some curious changes, especially in the slog overs too. I've seen a few curious changes. On occasions, it has worked. One occasion it worked. Obviously, when Jofra Archer ended up bowling the 19th or whatever over, and that helped Tushar Deshpande right in the end. So I think once or twice it has worked, but on a lot of other occasions you can pinpoint mistakes. But he will learn. Someone who's still pretty young in terms of captaincy, in terms of leading the side. I guess he will learn with time. Hopefully that will be the case. But yes, there have been some strange changes, rotation of bowlers when it comes to Rian Parag over the last few games.
Absolutely. Snehashish, your thoughts on GT's approach in the recent times? I mean, especially with the that is something that has been there for the last couple of years, over reliance on the top order, and we keep bringing it up every now and then. They have made a few changes as well, but then again, you see the major bulk of the runs are being scored by the top three. Your
Hmm.
thoughts?
Yes, but I think in the last three games, I think they're coming after three back-to-back wins, right? And the approach has been good, and especially I think the most beautiful thing that happened to them, I think in the last three games, that Rabada has made a comeback in the form. I think the rhythm is back. I think Rabada is looking good, especially with the new ball. Initially, he was struggling with Siraj. It is very unpredictable. He is very inconsistent when it comes to in white ball cricket. I will say 1 or 2 days he will come and take those early 2-3 wickets will crumble the opposition batting lineup. But then again in the next two games you might not find that Siraj back. So that has been a concern. But along with Siraj, I think he has done decent enough so far in this season. But still, he was not getting that support from someone like Rabada with the new ball. I think that was a concern for Shubman Gill as a skipper in the initial games. But in the last three games, I think Rabada has made a comeback and he's looking good. He's looking more, good rhythm. At the pace is looking good, and he's chipping with those crucial wickets at the top. I think that is helping more GT to settle down the innings when it comes to the bowling department. I think again Rashid Khan, I think the form has been very topsy turvy. He looked good in earlier few games, but again he is not looking. Again, I think he's looking a little bit of lost. But overall, doesn't matter your bowling doing well or doesn't. Obviously, the main question will be on those three batters. Those three batters will be crucial for GT any day. As Bharat mentioned, that has been the pattern for them, especially when playing in Ahmedabad. That restrict your opponent around 170, 175, and then you expect that your top three will go out there and score those 100 and 110 runs, and then others can chip in and do the job. It is good that Washington Sundar played that knock. I think that was very much needed for him also. I think that was a very good knock, but still, you don't know the consistency will be there or not. That is the challenge that all the other batters need to do apart from those three. So let's see what do. But again, whatever the form of the bowling unit, GT's dependency always will be on those top three batters. Their success depends on that.
Just adding on small line on Rabada, if you don't mind. See, he's bowling about 150, 152 kilometers per hour. Those are the kind of speeds that you used to see from Rabada somewhere in 2017, 18, during the Under 19 World Cup in 2014. That's 12 years ago. So Rabada, someone in that Gujarat Titans camp seems to have really motivated Rabada, because he's not been bowling at these speeds for 7, 8, 9 years at least.
Absolutely. Devashish, Snehashish brought up Rashid Khan. Of course, we have to talk about him. His form has been a little bit inconsistent. He has had his moments of brilliance, and then again, he has as well given away runs. So, how would you assess his performance so far? And would you say that someone like a Ravi Bishnoi has an upper hand tonight over him at this ground?
Yeah, but obviously, no one can take over Rashid Khan's experience. And so I think, and all you need to do is to perform, is to reach the peak at the business end of the tournament. And that is what is happening with Gujarat Titans. Suddenly, didn't start the season on a high note, but they have started to peak at the right time. And that is what gives confidence about this Gujarat Titans side is that with Rabada and Siraj at the top, and especially with those power play overs, and then they are setting the cushion for Rashid Khan and Washington Sundar in the middle overs, and obviously with Rashid, you can expect him with the wealth of experience he brings in, and also he can also bat as well. So I think, see, we should not be too critical about how Rashid Khan is performing. Means, let's be honest. See, because the amount of experience and the experience he brings, having plied the trade across all global T20 leagues, he's too good a player. And so, yes, he might have an off form in one or two matches, but overall, if you look at his performance, Gujarat Titans will definitely bank him. Means, the amount of experience he has. Yes, and the best part of a leg spinner is that he might go for runs, but he will also give you those breakthroughs, and that is most important for Gujarat Titans is to give those breakthroughs in the middle overs.
Absolutely, absolutely. Bharat, let's talk about the other power play battle as well. Gujarat Titans top three versus, I mean, the power play bowlers of Rajasthan Royals, especially Jofra Archer, the kind of lethal form that he is in. And he also has great records against Shubman Gill. What are you expecting from this matchup tonight?
Yeah, Jofra Archer will definitely try the Nip Packer versus not just Shubman Gill versus his former captain as well. The number three, Jose Butler, against both of them. He will try that Nip Packer. It's worked against Butler as well. So interesting to see. I'm pretty sure Gill knows that he has to load up his back foot so that he can cover his off stump and handle that Nip Packer from Archer. Yes, Archer has been really good. The one difference I've seen is he's tended to bowl a little fuller in this IPL. Someone in that Rajasthan Royals camp has kind of told him to do that because, obviously Ashes is a different format, but in Ashes, he had the highest percentage of beats. That tells you that he was bowling a slightly short on a shorter length. Yes, I understand. England's fielding is as bad as Pakistan's fielding when it comes to catching, but still he bowled a lot on a shorter length and beat the bat too many times. But in this IPL, it's gone a little fuller. I think that has been the key difference for our Archer. Yes, he's bowled at good pace. He has got that. What can you say? He's got that nip back with his short ball. Maybe he's flicking the wrist a little more now. He is confident that all those issues with elbow injuries is a thing of past, I guess. So that is why I guess he's flicking the wrist nicely with that when he tries the short ball. But I think the biggest difference has been him trying to bowl fuller. So it's going to be an interesting battle. Maybe Archer has a small advantage over Gill and Butler because he usually bowls that in swinger, and the in swinger is something that has gone against both of them. But on a given day, obviously, it can go anyway.
Absolutely. And I'm so glad that Bharat brought up Jos Butler because Snehashish, what are you expecting him to do against his former team tonight?
Yes, I think he will be extra motivated to perform. But see, I think he also started the tournament very well. I think no one expected that, considering the T20 World Cup form that we saw from Josh Butler. But I think he started the tournament very well. But suddenly, if you see, his numbers have also dropped. In the last few games, I think he has not managed to contribute. The way he would love to. So I think again, this game will be a great platform for him to make a comeback, especially as you mentioned against the former team. But as Bharat also mentioned, I think the battle again, someone like Jofra Archer, I think it will be interesting to see because throughout his career, the in swinging deliveries have been a problem for Josh Butler. So if somehow, and even I think if Dande Bargar's plays, if Bargar gets to get those swinging, with that angle, I think that can be problematic for both Gill and Butler. So I think interesting battle ahead. So if Josh Butler comes into bat within the power play, it will be interesting to see how he approaches things because he also needs some runs again to get back that momentum, what we saw in the earlier stage of the tournament.
Absolutely. We have a comment here from Shailesh. Devashish Das Shailesh says Gujarat Titans 55% match win, Sai Sudarshan 110 runs, Jos Butler 65 runs, Rashid Khan 4 wickets. Your thoughts?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Silas, I can assume that you are a good GT fan.
Yeah.
let's hope that GT can fire, because all that matters, if you look at IPL over the years, it is how a team performs in the business end. We
Yeah.
are in the mid season, means obviously we are and this is what matters, means you must, I mean obviously means you won't like to be in a situation that KKR are in, or Delhi Capitals are in, because losing 4 5 matches at the start might be very difficult. It's not that the teams in the past have not gone on to win the championships. Take for instance Mumbai Indians or KKR in the past, but obviously um, I think Gujarat Titans has that make of consistency when it
Mm.
comes, because they have that momentum going. So let's see. But obviously, the owners again will be that youngster, that 15-year-old Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Remember, he scored his first IPL 100 against the same opposition. So again, if Vaibhav means, you don't know what will happen with this Jai Surya pair. Means obviously Jaiswal and Surya Vansi. So I think if these two pairs can fire, means any bowling attack can look like means what is happening. So onus will be on Rajasthan Royals. And the key will be, I will be very interested as to how this break, how will this break affect Rajasthan Royals, because it's clearly doesn't help your cause. Means when you suddenly have a long break of 7 8 days, it doesn't make it easy. But for Gujarat Titans, as Silas said, I am banking on Rajasthan Gujarat Titans to come good tonight.
Absolutely. And I'm trying to find uh, the toss update, and it's nowhere to be found yet. It's
Rajasthan Royals won the toss and
I
decided to
can't
bowl
find it.
first.
Okay. Okay, it's just coming. Rajasthan Royals have opted to bowl. Uh Snehashish, your thoughts on this?
I think it's a very general pattern now in modern T20s. Most of the team, winning the toss and opt to bowl
Okay,
first.
okay, one second,
And,
one second. Snehashish, I'm so sorry to cut you off, but there's an update that is Yashasvi Jaiswal is leading Rajasthan Royals today. So that's
okay.
the update we have. We're not sure why. We'll get to know, but please carry on. Yeah.
Okay, so that's an interesting update that no
Yeah.
Rian Padak did. So we
Yeah.
have to see who is coming in place of him. But I think
Mm.
it's okay that you have won the toss and opted to bowl first. So you are going for the chase. The dew might be a factor. I think they are there, in the last few days, maybe in the practice sessions, they have observed something that dew might be coming and that will be helpful for them to chase down a total. But it's okay. I think for GT, it's a challenge. I think whenever GT chase down a target, that is easy for them as a batting unit because they
Yeah.
know target is there, we have to approach the game in that manner. But now it's a challenge for even the top three batters that at which pace and what will be the par score or what will be a better good score on this track. So I think that will be a challenge, but let's see. I think with the new ball again against the GT batters, the other pacers, both Archer and if Tandebagar plays, that will be very crucial. So let's see how that battle pans out.
Absolutely. And Jaiswal here says we want to bowl first. I think the wicket is pretty good. Parag pulled his hamstring. Okay, he will be coming back soon. Hetty comes in. I mean, Hetmeyer. I am really excited. Looking forward to the game. Bharat, your thoughts on Shimran Hetmeyer coming in?
Yeah,
What can we expect?
hopefully we'll return to some kind of form because they really need him to score some runs because they backed him to the hilt for many seasons. Even last season he didn't perform well, and his fielding is not exactly great either. I've seen him miss out on a few chances. Someone like our Jofra Archer might have something to say on it. The number of chances Hitmaier has. It's not like it's not just even missed. He doesn't even go for the catches, a few catches. So I think he has to up his game. And yes, let us see how it goes. And yeah, Shubman Gill is saying Manav Sutar is out and Prasidh is in. So that's another interesting change.
Yes, exactly. Yes, Gil is saying we would have liked to bowl first as well, obviously. Prasid comes back for Manav. I think it's important to look back to your strengths. We reflected on some areas. Most of the games we have played have been pretty close. We are going to see how things go in the first couple of overs. Debashish, your thoughts on Prasid Krishna coming in, and I will ask this same question to Bharat as well, of course. But your thoughts on Prasid Krishna?
Maybe for Prasid, you should go first to Bharat and then to me.
Okay,
But
sure, I'll do that. Bharat, why don't you take it and then I'll ask this too. the other two.
I don't know why this name gets fixed with me. I just saw some potential in him. That's all. In 2015, when he was playing one domestic cricket match here in Karnataka. But anyway, yeah, he's a good bowler. See, I don't think he should have been dropped in first place because he had 12 wickets by the time he was dropped. Just one bad game he had here at Chinnaswamy where Kohli took on him, and Kohli has been in really good form. So I don't think he should have been dropped, but I understand why they are picking him because I guess the opposition Rajasthan Royals have enough left-handers in their lineup, and considering that picking Mano Sutar doesn't make a great deal of sense. Yes, you can counter me by saying that why do you believe in matchups? So why do you believe so much in the matchups? But when the opposition has so many left-handers, I think it makes sense to go with someone else.
Absolutely. Devashish, your thoughts?
No, I think it's a very good call. Means Prashit Krishna is a hit the deck bowler, and obviously, given his height, I think we have seen in this IPL that Vaibhav Suryavanshi is susceptible to short ball. Means there have been a couple of instances where he got out, fending short deliveries, trying to pull. So I think that might be a ploy that kind that I think I won't say it's a chink in the armor, but definitely that can be that the bowlers will be looking to exploit that weakness. I think so. I think if with Vaibhav Suryavanshi we know means he will just go out there and take on the attack. So and therein lies that he will give an opportunity. So I think it's a very good decision to bring in an Prasid Krishna because he will give that extra bit of bounce and perhaps he will complement both Siraj and Rabada. I think that's a very potent pace attack to have against the Rajasthan Royals.
Absolutely. Snehashish, would you say it's the golden opportunity for Jaiswal to prove his leadership skills?
Yes, absolutely. Why not? And especially, the kind of batting form that he is in. I think today is another day, to lead from the front. Obviously, he's scoring runs, and now as a leader, I think it's a golden opportunity for him. But see, I think Rajasthan form has been that on and off. They're winning one game, then again losing, then again winning, again losing. So I think they need to get that momentum going. And I think as Devashit rightly mentioned that this is the right time to peak to hit that peak form of your because you are approaching to the business end of the tournament. You don't want to lose the momentum, and if you not have the momentum, this is the right time that you start to get that momentum going. So by winning this game, Rajasthan will look to get okay from there on. From here on, we can start the momentum, and then we can seal the playoff spot, and then can look for the further beyond. So I think huge opportunity for Jaiswal, both as a batter and also as a skipper as well. But again, I think GT also coming with a great run of form, like 3 wins. They have the momentum, so it will not be easy. But good toss, I think, good toss to win for Rajasthan. At least they will know that what target they are going to choose, and according to that, they can plan their innings.
Absolutely. And we have a very important question here. He says, Dada, is there any possibility of raining in next matches in Eden? And what about the pitch curator? Did he favor for KKR and give little bit dry pitch for KKR? Devashish, weather
It's a
update
long
and pitch
way. It's
update,
a
please.
long way for the match. And
Yes,
how can I predict the weather?
But yes, it has been raining. As of now, it has been raining, but we never know.
It's not raining in here, but anyway. But obviously, it's KKR's
Next,
match is a long time. Means
yes,
send a text message to Indra Dev.
Yeah. Let us know what will happen.
that's
Okay, so we have the playing 11s of both the teams. Gujarat Titans, it's Shubman Gill, Sai Sudarshan, Joss Butler, Nishant Sindhu, Washington Sundar, Jason Holder, Rahul Tewatia, Rashid Khan, Arshad Khan, Kagizo Rabada, and Mohammad Siraj. And Rajasthan Royals, we have Yashasvi Jaiswal, Dhruv Jurel, Shimran Hetmeyer, Donovan Ferreira, Ravindra Jadeja, Shubham Dubey, Dashun Sanaka, Jofra Archer, Tushar Deshpande, Brijesh Sharma, and Yashraj Punja. Okay, so once again, no Sandeep Sharma. That's what we
no
are
Ravi
seeing.
Bishnoi, no Ravi
No Ravi
Bishnoi as well.
Bishnoi. Okay, interesting playing 11, I'd say. But anyway, we'll take predictions and then we'll close the show. Starting with Bharat, what are your predictions? Who is winning?
Oh, maybe I don't. Maybe it is Rajasthan Royals because
Hmm.
I feel Gujarat Titans have played really well in Ahmedabad. I think they would be tested in relation to how they would go in Jaipur based on only that I'm saying. But Gujarat Titans obviously have a very good template, so they will try to base on it and try to win the game.
Devashish, predictions?
Gujarat Titans. Gujarat Titans.
Okay. Okay. Snehashish?
Yeah, I am also going with Gujarat. They have a team. Gujarat.
Okay. Me, I think I'll also say Rajasthan Royals tonight because, first of all, it's not their home ground. And secondly, I think they have an upper hand when they are chasing. So it'll be a big challenge for them. Let's see how it goes. This brings us to the end of our pre-show. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much, Snehashish, Bharat, and Devashish for joining. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching this live. We'll be back with our post-match show once again at the end of the game. So do stay tuned to Rev Sports. Do keep following us, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much, and bye for now.
Thank you.
Thank you.